shot in these streets.
I'm just like you.
We getting locked by these caps.
I'm just like you.
We fulfill the prophecies.
I'm just like you.
You might be light, I might be dark.
But I'm just like you.
We kill each other over colors.
I'm just like you.
I'm in these ghettos, in these slums.
I'm just like you.
They call you nigga, call me spit.
And I'm just like you.
You was 1619, I was 1492. We getting shot in these streets.
I'm just like you.
We getting locked by these caps.
Welcome to FCN Quick News. I'm your host, Officer Luke, in today's news.
Hi, my name is Naya. I'm 22 years old and I have stage 2 cancer. And I made a video on this app talking about smoking and drinking and the consequences that it can have with smoking and drinking. I don't want them to have cancer like me.
Pause it real quick. Now read what it says on the top. Why she has cancer.
22-year-old woman with stage 2 cancer says stop vaping and drinking because it's not worth it. You don't want to go through what I'm going through.
Play on.
And I'm just really upset because that video has been up for 2 months and it's helped a lot of people from what I've known. It's helped a lot of people put down their vapes and their drinking. And I'm just so sad about it because TikTok, after 2 months, they said that it's violating community guidelines, so they took down the video. And I'm just sad about it because it was like helping people and it was saving their lives of trying to become better. And TikTok says it's violating community guidelines, but they literally put it back up yesterday and then banned it again today. So it literally makes no sense, but it just breaks my heart because I just want to help people. And like people just want to like ban my stuff when I just truly want to help people. That's all I want to do. I don't want them to have cancer like me. I don't. And that's the whole reason why I was crying to people, because I didn't know how important that their life is. I just
All right, you
don't
can
want
drop
people
it.
to end up.
All right. So our young sister, sad to say, she was vaping and drinking and she got cancer. So this is to our, because this is plaguing our community now. A lot of our young brothers and sisters, they are vaping, and with the vaping comes drinking. And how does this usually start? It starts from peer pressure. Give me Exodus chapter 23 and verse 2. Exodus 23 and verse 2. Because this pains our heart to see our young sister like this. But it's an example for those that are doing this so they can stop.
Exodus chapter 23, verse 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil.
So God says you are not to follow a multitude to do evil. Even though you might see the rappers doing it, you might think it's cool, you might think it's fashionable. I see people vaping coming in the airports. I see people vaping in the grocery store. But don't follow the multitude to do evil. Why? Because this is a perfect example of what we see with our sister. From there, get me 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16. 1 Corinthians 3 and verse 16. Because this is very sad. And a lot of people, there's an old saying, a hard head makes a soft ass. So a lot of our brothers and sisters, they're told not to do these things, but it's not until something actually happens when they actually want to change their ways. So go ahead, read that.
1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?
So this is our sister. She is the temple of God. We are the temple of God. Our body is the temple of God. And what does this say? Who dwells in our temple?
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?
But how can the Spirit of God dwell in you if you're defiling your body? Meaning, guess who's going to take the place of God dwelling in you? Satan is going to take the wheel. Read on.
If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
So it says, anyone who defiles the temple of God is written in a masculine form, but it's going to our sisters too. So if anyone defiles the temple of God, what does it say?
If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
And how will God destroy you? Deuteronomy 28 and verse 60. Because as you see, the sister has cancer and you can see her pain. You can feel her pain. She's crying out to the people. But I'm pretty sure somebody came along at one point in her life. She might even stopped in front of a Israelite camp. Or she might have stopped in front of the purple and gold or saw a video where it says don't smoke. We've all seen them. But go ahead, read that. Let's see how God can destroy you. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 60. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou wast afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee.
Read.
Also every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law.
So every sickness and every plague, cancer is not written in the book of the law. Read on.
Them will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed.
So that's how God can destroy you. It's using the same words. It said that he will destroy you back in 1 Corinthians 3:16, verse 17. And now you're reading it in Deuteronomy 28 and verse 61. This was a curse from God for breaking his commandments. Deuteronomy 28:15 through 68 is where you read about the curses of God and how you identify the children of Israel. From there, get Job chapter 11 and verse 14. Job 11 and verse 14.
Job chapter 11, verse 14. If any iniquity be in thine hand,
Jump up to verse 13. Verse 13.
Job chapter 11, verse 13. If thou prepare thine heart and stretch out thine hand towards him.
Because I'm pretty sure this sister, she stretched out her hands to God when she found out she had cancer. Probably before that, she didn't give a damn about God. But now that she's sick, guess what? Our sister, she's in pain. You can see the sorrow on her face. And it says, if thou prepare thine heart and stretch out thine hand toward him, that's talking about God. Read on.
If iniquity be in thine hand.
So if you're vaping, you got drink, you got smoke in your hand. Read on.
Put it far away.
God said, put it far away. Put it far away from you. Read on.
And let not wickedness dwell in thy tabernacles.
And don't let wickedness dwell in your tabernacle. Sis, it's not too late to repent. If you get a chance to watch this video, it is not too late for you to repent. From there, go to Ecclesiastes chapter 11 and verse 9.
Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 9. Rejoice, O young man, in thy youth.
So rejoice, young lady, in your youth. Rejoice, young man, in your youth. Read.
And let thy heart cheer thee in the days of thy youth.
So enjoy your youthful years. Read on.
And walk in the ways of thine heart. And in the sight of thine eyes.
Okay.
But know thou that for all these things, God will bring thee into judgment.
22 years old is young. And guess what? She is feeling God's judgment right now for breaking God's commandments by defiling her temple. And there was probably a lot of other sin and wickedness involved with her doing that. Read on.
Verse 10. Therefore, remove sorrow from thy heart.
So you can remove sorrow from your heart if you repent and you come back to God. Read on.
And put away evil from thy flesh.
And put away the evil from your flesh. So guess what, sis? You got to put away all the evil from your flesh. Not just vaping, not just drinking, everything. You have to repent, come back to God. Read on.
For childhood and youth are vanity.
It's all vanity.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
What is the nation?
Nation is men leading by example.